Hello everyone, PolishLynx here, Narcissu side second. Let's continue the story. This is our destination. Yeah, in a few moments, there's a spot I've been to a few times before, where there's a place we can stop. Okay, we are here. Along the road running parallel to the sea was a shoulder that seems to be for emergency stopping. There was space for 2 or 3 cars to stop, but since there was no traffic, it wasn't likely that another car would come. Stopping the car in that place, we go out of the car. Hey, what kind of juice do you want? Lemon tea. Roger, just wait a bit. Here you go. Mixed with the crashing of waves, the quick sound of footsteps rang out. And then, Himeko-san, facing the sea with her hand on her hip. Ah, delicious. As if coming out of the bath and drinking a milk, she gulped down the orange juice in one go. And for no real reason, I also put my hand on my hip and tried gulping down the lemon tea in one go. Then we walked towards the sea spread out before our eyes. This is a beautiful place, isn't it? Yeah, it's a spot I kinda like, I suppose. You came here often before? Not really, but once in a while. Well, originally, I came across it by chance, anyway. By chance? Well, you see, that car's got no navigation system, right? So the first time I just drove around and got here. As she answered, Himeko-san's face was just a little different from usual. It was somehow lonely, somehow nostalgic, a complicated kind of face. Alright, instead of that, we had a goal, right? Just as what she said registered, she began rummaging through the trunk of the car. Then, taking out a small saw-like object, she started walking towards a large phoenix palm by the roadside. Did she really mean to cut one? Say, what's that? Oh, you don't know about hacksaws? They're really made for cutting metals, but they can cut well. I didn't mean that. What do you plan on doing? Obviously, cutting, just a little 5 centimeters worth. As she spoke, she placed the hacksaw against the phoenix palm. I had a feeling it was better to stop, but just how serious Himeko-san herself was, I didn't know. Or maybe, if it's just 5 centimeters, it didn't matter so much. As I worried about these things alone. Yeah, I think I will stop. Saying that, she once again returned the hacksaw to the trunk of the car. Phew, she decided to give up. Or had she not been serious from the start? There's still ice around. When it's a bit darker, I'll do it. It's not like she gave up at all. Burning sunlight, moist sea breeze, and the scent of the ocean. Once in a while, a number of seagulls came close. On that kind of beach, the two of us started a late lunch. Your mother is good at cooking, isn't she? Because for today, she tried extra hard. I see. What a good mother. Speaking about these things, we ate our lunch. Sitting up on the sheet Himeko-san prepared, it was a lunch party where the two of us put on straw hats to keep out the sun. Almost like pigeons in a park, when he gave the singles crumpled croquettes, they fiercely snapped them up. Looking at those silly figures, the two of us laughed. This feeling, how long has it been I wonder, I couldn't help but think about that.
どうやら
Looks like
まだ好
she
きだ
still
と思っ
thinks
て
you
るよ
like
ね
them. The words came as she looked at the fries that were always there. At those words, I couldn't help but fall silent. She had said it wasn't kindness. In other words, it probably meant that if I don't like them, then there was kindness in saying so. Even I understood that. Understood, but reddening her hands, doing it for me. In front of such a happy mother to say that sort of thing, knowing just how sad it would make her. That much, even I knew. Eh? When I looked, Himeko-san was gently patting me on the back. As if calming a crying child, she continued to pat my back. Well, there is no helping it. It's not as easy as just saying it, after all. Himeko-san.
そうね
Yeah, it'd be nice if someday you can come out and say it, right?
うん
You know, it's really a hard thing, but
すごく難しいことだけど
in reality, saying a bunch of selfish things might be just right, you know? Saying that, she gave me a smile. With her usual cherry face, she gently encouraged me. Chapter 11 Vintage Wine. The sea breeze stopped and the long summer day began drawing to a close. Around went the waves, the sky, and everything that could be seen was stained orange.
さて
Well, it's getting to
そろそ
a
ろ
good
いい
enough
頃か
time,
し
I
ら
guess. As she spoke, Himeko-san once again went to get the hokuso. For an already sparsely traveled place, she probably had been waiting for this even more opportune time. And in the middle of that, a single car came down the road in front of us. For some reason, it was headed straight for where we were. Looks like a
車が
car's
来たみ
come.
たい珍しい
That's
わ
odd
ね
for someone to stop in such a
こんな場所で
place.
止まるなんて
What stopped before our eyes was an unknown subcompact car. Beyond the lace curtains, what could be seen in the car were lots of stuffed toys and numerous accessories. That was without a doubt, the car of someone with girlish interests.
変な
Strange
車
car.
そうね
Indeed, free interiors in this day and age just don't exist anymore. In front of the car that stopped before us, we both gave our impressions. And then the owner of the strange car slowly opened the door.
Yeah,
Hey, you're looking well.
あな
You're Yuka.
たか
What
偶
a
然ね
coincidence, meeting
こんなところで
you
会う
in
なん
such a
て
place. Yeah, an unbelievable
とんでもない
coincidence.
偶然ね
It seems to be someone Himeko-san knew. Who was this? A short, cute-looking person who suited the frilly clothing she wore. Himeko-san herself said that she knew many people at the hospital, but the person before my eyes didn't seem like that sort of person.
とこ
By
ろ
the
で
way,
何
what's with
よ
that
そ
tacky
の品の
car?
ない車は
Quiet
うるさい
you!
わね
It's better than your junker, and hey, even though it looks like this, it's a new car. And geez, don't make a paper driver drive long distance.
あなた
And
こ
you
そ
should think
年を考
about
えな
your
さい
age,
よ
okay?
ね年
Your
を
age. What was this feeling? It seems like an argument and also didn't seem to amount to a conversation, and yet, somehow it just didn't feel like that at all. Yeah. But
でも
well,
まあ
how should I say?
なんていうかゆか
Yuka. Thanks.
ありがとうね
What are you saying all
何
of a
唐突に言っ
sudden?
てんのよ
This
いろいろ
and that. This
いろい
and
ろ
that.
きっ
It
とあ
must
な
have
たが
been you who
ユーノス
maintained
の
the
整備
Unos
して
for
くれて
me,
いたんでし
right?
ょ
I know
知ら
nothing
ないわ
about
よ
that. It's just a coincidence. Well then,
じゃ
also leave it at
そういうことにしとい
that
てあげる。
for you. The very happily conversing Himeko-san. Out of all the times that I've seen Himeko-san up to now, this expression was a first. And the person she spoke to by her words, she was always angry, but it didn't feel like that at all. Well, I'll be going.
じゃあ、私、もう行くから。
With just that little conversation, the woman quickly got back into her own car, as if she might not have known just why she had even come. But, in truth, didn't she want to talk more? She probably wanted to spend much more time together. For some reason, I felt that way and couldn't help but turn to Himeko-san and open my mouth. Say, is it okay to part like
この
this?
まま別れてもいいの。
There wasn't any particular reply, she just continued to gaze at that person. In truth, didn't she want to talk more? I hesitated in even uttering those words. Somehow I sensed that I shouldn't intrude. And then, the car that I thought was just going to leave. The briefly closed driver's side window opened one more time. Hey, Himeko! Yeah, I
分かっ
know.
てるわ。
No what? Just at changing those words, both of them fell silent. Both Himeko-san and the unknown woman who made a face near tears. In the world, where everything that could be seen was stained orange, only the crashing of waves and the cries of seagulls sounded. And then, as the driver's side window closed,
その、じゃあ、
see you then. With those last words, she once again returned to the road.
バカ
City. As always.
7
Just
階に来
because
ちゃ
I
ダメだ
said
から。
not to come to the 7th floor,
こんな場所に
to
まで
come
来
all the
る。
way to such a place.
今の
That
人は
person just now was
そう
indeed
ね。
a bit
ちょっ
not
と
true
素
to
直じゃな
herself,
くて、
but really
でも
very
本当は
kind.
優しい。解禁者を
Person who
逃し
let
た人よ。
perfect attendance slip by.
解禁
Perfect
者。
attendance? Yeah, and my number one best friend.
一番の親友よ。
Himeko-san slowly murmured. Her eyes were gentle, but some were lonely. And
お
thanks
か
to
げで
that,
残り3つが2
the
つになっ
remaining
ちゃったわ。
3 weeks has become 2. It wasn't the pineapple tree.
なかったの。それもあ
Well,
るけど、
that's one too, but it's
それとは別にね。
different from that.
もう一度
Just
だけ
one
会
more
ってみた
time,
かった
I
の。
wanted to meet again with my best
親友だ
friend,
ね。
you see. And then the orange-colored scenery slowly changed to blue. Already the seabird and the cicada cries have disappeared, and only the sound of the waves hung over the beach. Even then, the two of us were still at that place. Phew. Guess it
やっ
really
ぱパ
wasn't
イナ
a
ップルの木じゃ
pineapple
なかっ
tree.
たみたいね。
Pity.
残念残念。
What a pity. Her words said that, but it certainly didn't sound like it. Instead, Himeko-san sounded as if she were having fun.
第一そ
First,
れ。
that it's not even a
1センチも
1
切ってないわ
centimeter
よ。
cut.
いい
It's
のよ。
fine.
これ以上
Anymore,
は
and
木
you'd
がか
feel
わいそう
sorry
で
for
し
the
ょ。
tree, right?
だった
Then,
ら最初か
from
ら
the start, you
切らな
didn't
けれ
have
ば
to
いいの。
cut it.
ダ
No
メ。
way.
何
Nothing should
事
be
もやりも
judged
しないで
without
決めつけるべき
trying.
じゃないの。
And then, with lightly skipping steps, she began walking towards the water's edge.
ほら、
Look,
せっかく
since
海
we've
に来た
come
ん
all
だ
the way
し、
to the sea,
遊んで帰りま
let's
しょ
play
う。
before we go back. Hey, what? Out! Setsumi, you come too! It's cold and feels good. Okay, let's end this now. So, her list of wishes before dying is a little shorter now. Okay, see you in the next one.